What's up, YouTube? This is your big bro, King Jabez. Back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on IG, the King Jabez, Facebook, the Iron Soul, which like the channel. And for those who want to talk to me one-on-one, I do offer consultations. Whatever you decide to do, I will appreciate it. Let's work. Tonight's video is entitled, Chosen Ones. You passed. You have passed a very difficult test, right? Blessings are hitting your way. Breakthroughs. A lot of people are discussing you right now. And when I say people, I don't mean just in the natural realm. You see, a demon is an individual without a body. So when I say a lot of people are discussing you, that means spirits, entities, people, different environments, organizations. Your name is ringing in a lot of places, whether you believe it or not. In this online space, there are thousands of people who see you and are impressed, are inspired, are motivated by what you're doing. Here's the warning. With this newfound success that's coming your way, you must keep a lot of doors closed. Let's be clear on that. So when doors open, others must be shut, and other doors, first part, must be shut first before you can go through the open door. And my experience, my life, is that sometimes I stayed in a place too long. Do I have anybody that can relate tonight? Not necessarily doing the wrong thing, but just being in a place where you're not doing the wrong thing, but it's just the wrong place for you. You can be the right person in the wrong space, right? You can be the right person in a wrong environment, and you just not wasting your time because of who you are going to accomplish something. Let's just say that you're going to be productive wherever you're at. If this message is for you, you're not a time waster. So you were not wasting your time there. You were just never reaching your full potential, and you can never reach your full potential in that space. So that's a door that must be closed. People who doubt you. Yeah, you got to close that door. People who doubt you and who want to bring you down, who are jealous of not even your success, just who you are as a person. You may not even have reached the success you want yet, but people are jealous of personality. Understand that. People are jealous of your energy. People are jealous of the way you carry yourself, how people respond to you. That's why people watch your conversations. Look at them at work. Look at them when you're out in a public place and people are watching how others react to you. And you can see them watching and grimacing and staring. They're staring for a reason because they feel a way. They're feeling, that's that hate they're feeling, right? And they're trying to compare themselves to you. They feel less than, they feel smaller in your space. And so you have to keep the door closed. People who doubt you have zero tolerance for it. And when I say you passed, this is not something to say lightly. You passed a test that was borderline causing you to lose your mind. That's why I felt that way. Sometimes you feel like, man, am I losing my mind? And the reason is because everything around you is changing. So your mind is panicking, your spirit within you is panicking, the environment around you is shifting. Because there has to be a shift in the atmosphere first. There has to be a shift in the spirit realm and all those realms around you. The enemies are against you. They're panicking. So you're feeling that panic from everybody. From your enemies, from the spirit realm, from yourself, your subconscious, because you're going somewhere new. There's always a certain level of fear. Come on, we do something new. Something as simple as going to a new city. Big decision to make. You don't know anybody. You know, your family's not there. I'm doing it now. I'm in a state now where I didn't know anybody. So I have done this, and this is scary. To just be out somewhere like I am right now, just kind of just out here. You hear me? Don't know nobody. I do now, but it's not, didn't know anybody. Just literally out here with my family. And trying to survive amongst strangers. And I can tell you from my real life experience over the last 5 calendars, that's scary. Even for a man, okay? You go into a new city where you know no one, a new state. I'm in a new state, new city, town where I didn't know anybody, right? No familiar faces. And when you're new, people are not always nice to you. They're suspicious because they don't know you. Most people you see out here, they grew up together. They know each other from jobs and high school and college and family and cousins and connections. And that's how it was for me when I was in Chicago, right? I had family there. I had people I knew my whole life, my hometown. Right? And so there was a certain level of being comfortable because I knew so many people. There's family, kin folks right there. Whereas when you go somewhere new as a chosen man, chosen woman, leaving your hometown, I've done that. And go somewhere and just try to make it, that is hard to do. And so some are successful and sometimes may not be successful. I got a childhood friend who went to LA, right? He's known to, I won't say his name to put him out there like that, but he's known in the music industry. And he moved to LA. And the first time he wasn't successful. He had to come right back to Chicago. And he joked about it online. He would say, man, they chewed me up, spit me out, spit me right back to Chicago. But you know what? Being who he is, being a go-getter, being an 80s baby, how we coming, he went back after a year or two. Got back on, he's been out there ever since. You know what I mean? And so, I'm not suggesting that if you make these moves, let's be clear on this, that everything will work out in your favor. Sometimes it may not work out the way you want it to, but you tried. You learned something, and that lessons you learn will help you with the next experience. And so making these decisions is not a guaranteed, foolproof success strategy, right? We have to be okay with, at times, a decision we make not necessarily working out the way we wanted it to, but you made the decision anyway. You rather do that. This is what I'm trying to say. You rather try something and fail than to just play it safe your whole life. Don't be the guy that stays at the same job 10, 15 years just to be safe. Don't be the woman that stays in the same job, same relationship 10, 15 years just to be safe. Not growing, no elevation. You're not even being your true self and you know it. Come on, I'm going to talk to you today. I'm going to talk to you direct. You're not really experiencing life you want to. Right? But you're comfortable, right? So there's a certain level of being safe. See, safe will always keep you at a certain level, right? It's going to require some courage to jump out there. It's going to require some courage to meet some new people, right? To go into a new environment, to try a new career, right? To learn some new skills. You have to be committed, as I always say, to being a lifetime learner. And when you're committed to being a lifetime learner, you will go into new rooms. So what are some of the tests you passed? Let's talk about it. Betrayal. That's the test. You had people who you thought you could depend upon, who let you down, who showed you who they were, and more importantly, what they thought about you. So that betrayal piece that we've all been through. Oh, I've been through that one. Man, people that I thought was just solid, no signs of being anything but that. They showed me, man, no, we ain't solid. You hear me? We was not, what Kanye West say? Ain't no homies. Remember the interview what he did with Sway? Ain't no homies. People will show you, but we ain't homies. You thought we was. Come on. I asked people, but I thought we was in there, boy. You know what I mean? And it was not that. Man, I tell you, and all it took was a little money. You know what I mean? I don't always quote. It's probably the first time in my life I've ever quoted Playboy Cardi in front of the whole world. Is you ready for this one? But that change, people started acting a little strange. Ain't that what he said in that song, Eva Jordan? People started acting strange over that change, over some money. And these men, man, who I knew for years, this is my real experience, they started acting strange over a little money. It wasn't even no big bag, just a little people over a little status at a job, a position, a few more dollars an hour than you. They switched all the way up. That's what our relationship was worth. A little position, which to me is a little position, it wasn't that much money. But to them it was. Okay, that part, you know what I mean? And man, people will switch up. And some of you have been through that. You see who people are. Once you start involving money in any level of status or elevation or being in a position to do better in life, people will show you their whole hand. And when they do, when someone told me before, and I'm going to tell you this, and I'm sure you've heard this before. I know you've heard this before. When people show you who they are, believe them. Because you start, maybe there was, no, it's that. Because we're chosen ones. We're forgiving. We're kind. We want to be nice. We want to love everybody. And sometimes we don't want to see reality. No, it's that. You're not overreacting. You're not reading to something. No, it's that. They betrayed you. And that was a test you had to pass. What's another test you passed? You have passed the test of struggle. You were strong enough to go through a struggle, to break the curses, to go leave old places, to get out here and gamble on yourself, and to make some tough decisions. And you felt some of the pressure of that. You went through that struggle before the success, right? You went through that trouble, come on, before that triumph. That's what I'm trying to talk about today. And because you experienced that trouble gracefully, without breaking, without losing the faith, without losing character, or acting outside of your character, be a better way of putting that. Continue to keep that character, compassion, conduct, conviction. C's talked about for years now. Character, conviction, conduct, conversation. right? The way you carry yourself. You stayed in your position. You stayed in your lane. You didn't allow any, and that's another thing. When you're out here, by the way, ladies, gentlemen, you have to keep a level head. That's part of passing test, because when you're trying to grow, you're gonna have all types of stuff coming your way. Kevin Gates said this, and I agree with him on this one. When you're trying to level up, it seems like everything goes wrong, and it seems like everyone's coming to get you at once. That does happen. That's not a coincidence. All of that energy is coming against you because you're breaking out. So if you're going through hell right now, as Winston Churchill said, keep going. That part. You hear me? You going through hell, my boy, sis, keep going. That means you're breaking something. Don't quit now. If the pressure just increased out of nowhere, I'd have been through that before, and before you know it, another breakthrough, another blessing, another open door. So the pressure always comes before the breakthrough. So you're passing that test by keeping that level head. Stay sound. Don't be out here just in a panic. People want you out there like that. I see it all the time. Scary and fearful. It's okay to be, what's the word I want to use here? Cautious, right? Being cautious versus being rash. That's important, right? But we don't want to be fearful. Cautious is wise. That means you're calculated, you're thinking, you're prudent, right? You're using good judgment, right? You're thinking about your actions, the words come out of your mouth, the places you go, who you are around. You got to think about all of that on a daily basis. People at your job trying to get you fired. You got to duck them. You got to carry yourself with wisdom. You got to play chess out here, not checkers. You know what I mean? You have to sometimes step back from people and let them show you who they are and govern yourself accordingly. And as you're doing all that, you will experience the blessing I'm talking about. So again, a lot of people are talking about you. And so with this newfound success or level of growth, the pressure's coming your way now. You have to allow that pressure to push out power. That's where you're now. The pressure is designed to push out power. You can't fold now. This is why I say keep that level here. Keep that sound mind, because you're going to have a lot coming your way now. And with that pressure and how you respond to it, that will be the key to you taking your life to the next level. So what am I saying? Be decisive. Make some tough decisions. To add to that, this is not an order of importance. Be willing to live by those decisions, right? Don't sit back and wait for the perfect opportunity to do everything. There's no perfect opportunity, really, to do much of anything you're doing. You have to jump out there and try some things, okay? Say this with me. It's okay to fail. Because, see, many of us, we won't try anything because we're afraid to fail. You got to be fearless out here. You got to get rid of that fear. If you try 4 things and one works, you try it. Period. And just throwing something out there, say you try something that fails, the lessons you learn from that failure, or lesson basically, will help you be successful in something else. So it's like a roadmap that leads you to the next step of your life. And this is why I tell you to meditate, to align your thoughts. This is why I tell you to read, to get into the gym, to get into your spiritual content. I'm telling you all that for a reason, because all those are just different keys, right? No one key opens up every door. We don't have a master key to life. Okay? So the meditation, look at that as a key. That might open some doors. Look at rejection. That was a door. That was a door closed to lead to another door, right? Because rejection for the chosen is redirection. You get my point. And so we have various keys we use on our road to success. We have various keys we use on our road to success. And you have passed a number of very difficult tests. That's why people are watching you. They can feel that aura you have now. And so stay strong out here. Continue to do whatever is necessary to grow. Do what is necessary to fulfill your purpose. Don't allow what's happening in the world to distract you from what you have been placed on this earth to do. Because whatever's happening right now, the Most High knew that before he made the plan for your life. Think of it that way. And sometimes the worse things get, the better off you may be, because you may be a solution to some of the problems. That part. Let me say that. So as problems arise, begin to see yourself as one of the solutions. And so we should not be afraid of problems. The world has always had problems, and it always will be, because there's people down here. It's always been that way. So we have to not allow the problems of this world to distract us from our purpose, because sometimes our purpose is to solve some of those problems. Let me just drop that real quick. That was actually pretty good. That was just straight from the hip. That's pretty good. If I say so myself. sometimes our purpose is to solve some problems we see. There you go. And with that type of mindset, you're going to be okay. So this is your big bro, King Jabez. Thanks for listening. God bless.